Have you ever looked at a bed and thought, hey, that might make a decent spice rack? Yeah, me neither. But a few weeks back, a friend of mine gave me his old oven, and it has this amazing feature where this top surface likes to reject the things we try to store there. Back to the bed, I've been collecting this stockpile of bed frames for the last few years because I thought it would be good material for learning how to weld. Turns out it's not quite that simple. But anyways, let's convert some of that into one of these because I've already given enough to Amazon. Okay, so this is the plan. Well, this was not supposed to line up with that. The drawing's not pretty, but it works in my head, so let's make some noise. Plot twist! The internet has told me that welding this is a nightmare. It's not that I don't believe what they're saying, it's like just that I have to try it for myself. This is high carbon steel. The big thing with high carbon steel is it's sensitive to temperature fluctuations or something like that. So you want to preheat it so that after you do the weld, it takes longer to cool down. I think that's the idea. I tried to grind off most of the paint, but it's pretty late at night, so I didn't get all of it. That's not 90 degrees. Kids, if you want to learn how to weld, don't go to the guy who's doing this. I mean, that's got to be so healthy. Okay, so this is the weld. It looks pretty messy. So I know people say that they've had welds fail like a day later, but honestly, now that this is cooled off, it feels solid enough to me, and it's not like I'm building a trailer or something critical, so I'm gonna go ahead with the build anyways. Zing. I got this rail here. You can correct me, but I think those are spot welds. I can't just pop them out like the other rivets, so I think I actually have to just cut this and then grind it all the way down. To reduce the pokiness factor, we're gonna take these corners off. The process I decided on was to preheat the metal, tack it in place, heat it again, and then run just a couple short weld beads. When I got to this piece, I had to try to grind the inside corner down to a sharp inner edge. I think there's a disc specifically made for this, but I just used a thin cutoff blade and that'll work fine here. So I ground that edge sharp and this fits in here pretty well. For this last set of tacks, I had everything lined up here, but my angle was horrible, so I reset clamping it up here so the camera could get a better shot of me absolutely failing this weld. Turns out you can't use the same power setting for 1/4" steel as for this super thin stuff. I was also too impatient to do any practice test welds on this thin box tube material, so yeah, that's no good, but luckily this piece isn't under much strain and it's on the bottom so you can't really see it anyways. I did a quick fit check before grinding most of the spatter off and hitting it with a quick coat of paint. I needed something quick to fill this gap, so just for fun, I took this shape and 3D printed it with the top and bottom layers turned off to expose this infill. And at this point, why would I even make them match up? Let's pop these caps back in and boom, there's the shelf. And look at that, it can even hold stuff. This is day 16 of posting a creative baby step for 100 days. See you tomorrow.